in Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, off. Then you guys probably saw the video that I shot on the way home, but this is what that tornado that crossed the street actually did. Across over there is the Granger building, and that's what's left of it. A lot of cars in the back. I'll get a couple of those views, but I wanted to come out here after what I dealt with today and kind of show you guys, if you haven't seen it, what this looked like. I mean, it pretty much tore up as it crossed the interstate over here. Everything on that side, all those trees you can see down over there. You get an opportunity to see on this backside where it came from. But again, it's one of those interesting situations. The tornado that came through here on Cornhusker, and I believe this is a Garner Industrial Supply, and this is the aftermath, the damage that was done. I mean, it came across that field, but it literally came from this side over here. It came up from the south, and you can actually see where it did a lot of damage. There's a lot of cars out in the parking lot as well. They got the construction crew out here. That used to be a tree, but part of the roof is actually tangled up in it right there. You can see the cars, all the people's cars that was in the parking lot when it did take place right there. That's the damage that took place from that tornado that came on April the 26th. It hit around between 3:35 and between that 3:30, actually here in Nebraska was like 2:35 to 3 o'clock. It hit, and I'm sorry about the bouncing in the camera, guys, as I'm standing here. A lot of damage. They're actually putting up new poles today. That is a vehicle that got picked up that used to be in the south parking lot behind the building back over here. It ended up, when the storm came, as you can see, it is actually right in the middle of the field. There's a lot of debris on the road. I mean, I wouldn't suggest you come this way unless you want pop tires. The road is cut off unless you're media. You're not gonna be able to get over here. But I can tell you that there's a lot of damage being done. You can see where the power lines are all down. Let me back up a second here. So it's pretty dangerous out here. They're putting up poles, but we have massive damage. I don't anticipate that this will cost less than, because the total building, on the backside of this building, I get a view in a second, I'll walk around. The whole building has collapsed in the back of the Garner Industrial Supply. But this is the aftermath. They have roped off because it was more of the building, since it had a complete the backside of it. You're looking at the top, but just look at the roof line of this building here. This is the aftermath of what took place from the tornado. That, if you check the shorts, you'll see the short. That was a video of what I bore witness to seeing. That's the same tornado. It came out of Lincoln, and there's cars out here. Now again, all of these vehicles that you're seeing, and that one there is damaged. Also, the vehicle that's over here, I just want to tell you how far these vehicles came from. They were picked up and thrown. They were actually on the back lot, where you see this damage back there. It looks like a junkyard, as a matter of fact. Part of the problem I have is when I first came up, sorry again for the bouncing on the camera. One of the things, I was talking to the local Lincoln police officer and talking with the power company, because I have my media badge out here. And one of the things that was interesting about it is that, because there's been there's gas line stuff, they cut everything off, but the building continues to, it's still very sensitive. They expect to have another week starting on Wednesday, but all of these vehicles here that you guys are seeing, other than that truck, now you guys may say that there was only, in the front parking lot, there was only 3 vehicles, and they actually was parked over there. There's a tree blocking it, but those are only 3. Everybody else was parked in the back of the, like if you see my finger here, they were parked back over there. And what ended up taking place was that these cars got picked up and they were pushed here. They wasn't originally here. That is actually on the main interstate over here. Over here is the main interstate. This is actually the rail. If you look at, that's a rail that actually had the sign to tell you where you was going. That ended up over here in Granger. If you see it on top of the car there, that actually has green signs. As I'm out here with the supply trucks trying to get the power back on, because a lot of people out here in Lincoln don't have it. But I think it's important to understand that these vehicles were tossed around like little toys. They were in the south parking lot. Some of them were thrown over 50 feet, especially this one here. had a chance to I have to actually won't be able to get it live, but I had an interview with the lady whose vehicle that was, and she said she parked it back on the south lot, right at the corner of the building down here. She parked it over here, and it ended up way over here, right by the street, guys. So that'll tell you the massive tornado that came through here, and all the way down this street, we'll find that there's more damage. The trees, the debris. So it's a very interesting situation. I mean, people take for granted, and you know, there's another part of that overpass sign that actually told you where you was going, getting ready to if you was heading to Omaha from Lincoln. This is the same storm that came through and leveled Elkhorn. So this tornado here has an attitude because it went and it leveled off of 204th Street. That's the next one where I actually take a look. But I just wanted to come out here today and show everybody what it looked like. The damage that took place from that tornado that came up out of Texas, come up through Oklahoma, the damage that's done. Cars were thrown, the Granger building. And again, this is one of the most interesting things that, at least that I've been here in Nebraska. So I definitely want to tell you guys, one of the most important things, be safe, be careful if you're out here on Cornhusker Road, because there's a lot of debris. They was out here earlier picking that debris up from the end of the road down here, but they actually finally closed this street off, so you're not gonna be able to come. But there's a lot of the power still out. And also on the other side, if you can probably see, I'll actually upload the video from my other camcorder. You'll notice that one of the interesting things as well is that there's a lot of trees, and there's also a rail car that's out here. So a lot of damage. This actually was a big tornado. You can see the tree damage back on this backside here. All these trees used to be trees, but then they're being rooted up. And you can just see the damage. I mean, all the way back in that cornfield where they got it blocked off there. I won't, one of the things the law enforcement said, we on so far we can go today. But you'll notice that. So I definitely want to tell you guys, if you got any family, friends, they've been in this tornado that took place over April 26th. This is the aftermath of it. A lot of cleanup. Still power's out. You guys be blessed. I'll upload the other feed, give you the interview that you need, and allow you to see what the back of the building looked like. Talk to you guys later.